What's going on, guys? Zephyrnix here, and here we go again. And I say that because we got another situation here where another comic book character is doing the old gender swap bullshit. And just to go ahead and sell more comic books, all the while the feminists are actually falling for this bullshit. It's just what they did with the whole gay comic book things. They had a gay marriage and they sold a whole bunch of those comic books because it was a ploy for you to go ahead and be manipulated so they can sell more comic books. Common sense, but whatever. That's it with with the people of this world, right? So it was announced on The View. That's right, The View. Of all the freaking places in the world to announce a comic book something, we're going to announce it on the fucking View. But on The View, it was announced that Thor has become unworthy to hold Mjolnir, and it will now be held by a woman. Whoopi Goldberg actually said he is no longer worthy to hold that damn hammer of his, and for the first time in history, it will be held by a woman. Now, first and foremost, that is not true. Wonder Woman actually held Mjolnir. Storm held Mjolnir, though technically that wasn't the real one per se, but okay. Rogue actually held the hammer, and I think, don't quote me on this one because I'm still reading it, but I think Valkyrie actually held Mjolnir in the Fear Itself Chronicle. So I'm not 100% sure, but to me, I call this a little tactic pussy power. And that's basically when they go ahead and do a whole gender swap on someone just for you to go ahead and be manipulated to buy comic books. And this has been done many, many times. Let me just go through a quick list of people. Captain Marvel, Deadpool, American Dream, Anna Kravinoff, Aquagirl, both Aquagirls to be precise, Anne Wanging, who's the female Venom, by the way, Tula, who's technically the third Aquagirl, or Aqua Woman, whatever you want to call it, whatever, Arachnophobia, Ashley Barton, who was actually the female Spider-Woman. Female Spider-Woman. That's a double negative right there. Anyway, Baroness Zemo, Bianca Stepcastle, Bianca Steeplechase, her name was actually, aka the female Joker. And for that matter, Martha Wayne, aka the female Joker. And for that matter, actually, Dula Dent, the female Joker. And by that matter, Dula Dent, the female Scarecrow, and Dula Dent, the female Two-Face. Blue Street Camellia, Lady Dr. Octopus, Carrie Kelly, Cassandra Castle, I think her name was, Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova was actually the female Professor X, quote unquote, as Castle was the female Punisher. Kathy Kane, Cyborg Girl, Cupid, Hawkeye, the female Hawkeye, by the way. Dove, Hawk, Lady Death, no, not Lady Deathlock. Death Locket, that's what it was. Firebrand. You know who else? Nelson. Inza Nelson, who was the female Dr. Fate. And by that, of course, Linda Stratus, who was the other female Dr. Fate. Felicity Harding. Man Bat, who was actually a female version of the original male Bat. There was like 3 versions of female Abominations. Gregor Goldstar rather. Ice Girl, Hawk Girl, Harley Quinn. Technically, Harley Quinn was a female Joker, but take it for what it's worth. I mean, to me personally, I don't see her like that, but rather Rescue, Zatanna, Rose Wilson. And let's not even bring up the fact that Disney and Warner Brothers themselves has so many different versions of female gender swapping characters there in themselves. Hell, Amy Rose is a female gender swap of Sonic the Hedgehog, for that matter. The list can go on and on, ladies and gentlemen. Hell, I mean, I don't know what to tell you at this point. In fact, now that I think about it, not only that, but there was actually 2 female Thors, now that I think about it. 2 female Thors. One was, let me think. One was, I think one was actually an alien. I want to say alien, and the other one is the daughter of Thor from the MC2 universe. So there were actually 2 female Thors. I mean, and don't get there's actually a whole bunch of female Captain Americas and all that crap too. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm kind of tired of making a list here. The point is this. I'm sorry. Isn't a female version of Thor actually Valkyrie? I just realized that. Isn't the female version of Thor actually Valkyrie? But this is the thing. When it comes out to it, I already know this is a ploy to go ahead and get people to go ahead and and buy comic books. And don't get it wrong, I'm not saying that, oh, I'm a guy, I hate when I can't see a change or whatever, I hate female, if it's a female, I can't take it. No, it's nothing like that. But at the same time, if you're going to do this, you need to do it right. And they're only right now, as I can plainly see, when it comes down to females, of blood types and all that stuff, there are only two people who I can see who is worthy to wield Mjolnir, and that is Valkyrie and Sylph. If it's not one or the other, they're not, it's like, what the hell? And I don't want to see no bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I know this is a very short lived comic book series. So I know all the feminists who's like, yay, let's swing our pussies round and round, whatever. The thing about it is that it's going to be a very short lived comic. I give it about 6 to 8 books maximum, to be honest with you. But the thing about it is that at this point, I can only see two people who's actually worthy, and and even Sith is kind of a distant second. I think Valkyrie needs to be the next wielder of Mjolnir, and that's at this point. I don't know. I don't know. The thing about this is that all in all, it's all a ploy to sell more comic books, like it's been with the whole gay thing, like it's been with as many women as you possibly went ahead. Because every time they change someone into a woman, or even, what, and I even say this, even Spider-Man, with what's his name, Miles Morales. Even with the whole Miles Morales thing, it's just another ploy to go ahead and get black people to go ahead and purchase a new Spider-Man comic, albeit Miles Morales was actually a good character. So with that being said, that does bring up a good point. Will this character actually be would this be actually be a really good character? It actually might be, especially if it's Valkyrie. If it's Valkyrie, I'm definitely on board for it. And don't get me wrong, I brought up Miles Morales, and I remember what Alex Alonso actually said. And I can quote him for what he said. He said, "People who say this is a PC stunt miss the point. Miles Morales is a reflection of the culture in which we live in today." Yes, it's kind of the same thing as a PC stunt, because the PC stunts like this are is pretty much our culture of today. So anyway, I'm just saying, what do you guys think of the new female Thor? Comment section below. You guys have a good night. Zeph out.